Bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon,
Bacon, no bacon.
Podcast. Clap.
Derek.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Hey, man, it's October
Second.
2nd. I was trying to set myself up to get lazy and edit this for tomorrow.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, I'm doing it. It's going out October 2nd. This thing is going up. No problem.
Cheers, to
buddy.
Chico.
Cheers. Do we have any bacon, no bacon mugs on sale? No, eh? We just have the T-shirts?
Just ours. We only have
Go to
ours.
DerekSegain.com and buy some bacon, no bacon T-shirts. Look at us. We're in the T-shirt business now.
Yeah.
We're going to start some. We should open up next to like an Israeli store. Come in, we've got the best prices on T-shirts.
I brought them on tour, and a couple people bought them.
Awesome, man.
Mostly because I ran out of my own T-shirts, but they're like, "Could I have an XL in this one?" I'm like, "No, I only have bacon, no bacon left in XL." And they're like,
perfect.
All right.
That's it, man.
And they didn't even ask what it is. Just like, all right, I like bacon. Give me the T-shirt.
I'm sure they've seen you post about the podcast. What are you trying to? Are you trying to downplay the podcast? Are you trying to say it's not as popular?
No, I'm saying some of the people just didn't know me necessarily. They saw me. That was the first time they see me, and they're like, "Oh, I like you. I want to support
cool.
you. What can I buy from you?"
Hey, man, we're at 175 subscribers.
Sweet.
175 subscribers right now. We are rolling in the subscribers.
I just discovered yet another YouTube channel. Remember I told you I wanted to consolidate all my YouTube channels?
Yeah.
I just discovered yet another one. I have 4 fucking YouTube channels that I'm spreading out all my views and subscribers between.
So can you? Did you figure out if you can get them all into one? You can't.
I can close those other ones and then migrate the videos to the new account, but all the views and hours and minutes and subscribers and all that, it's gone.
Wow. That's a bummer, man. Yeah. I wonder if you could...
because some of them had 18,000 views, and...
I wonder if you can write to YouTube accounts or something.
I got all this info on YouTube. They're saying, sorry, we can't do anything about that.
Well, and it's a good time to start.
You
should just start. You should do it, because the longer you wait, the more it's just spreading it out. Just shut it all down, and then take the stuff that's on the other pages that aren't on your original page, and then post them there, and then you'll get the views that'll bump up there. And
there's one of my accounts, I don't even know how to get into it. I don't remember setting it up. I set it up in like 2007 or something like that. I have no idea how to get into it.
I can't help you there.
There's video on there that I want to take off because it's old and shitty. It said from Bourbon Street West. That's in 2006 or something like that.
Dude, I was just there the other day. I was right by there, and I was like, man, I was thinking about Bourbon Street West. There's the pot stores there now. Right
where Bourbon used to be?
Next door to Bourbon Street, there's a pot store, and then next to it, I think there's a restaurant. I think they divided it, and now there's 2 restaurants. Basically,
they had done that. Bourbon had done that. The other one was called. It was more fine dining than Bourbon, obviously, but they shared a kitchen.
Right. Yeah. So I think it's something like that still. I don't know if they're still. I feel like one side might not be open anymore. It's just the other side. It's probably obviously the takeout.
I forget the name of it, but I think it was the last name of Steve Trainor's partner.
Okay. That was a great place, man. I miss Bourbon West. When I came out here, I was like, that was the only place I felt because it was Well, it was cool because all the other bars, you come home at the end of the night or whatever, you just want to go, grab one or something. All the other bars were young kids, and even though I was young at the time, I was never into hanging out with clubs, any of that stuff. I like the rock and roll, and the Bourbon Street always had rock and roll, man. It was the best. I seen April Wine there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I seen April Wine there. Me and a bunch of friends. Carolyn came. We were all and it was a last minute thing. I think they just announced it really last minute that they were going to play the bar. And we just went and bought tickets. I called my friends. I'm like, dude, April Wine. We were 19 or something at the time. April Wine's going to play at Bourbon. I went to go buy a bunch of tickets, and then all my friends came out. We all went down, and dude, seeing April Wine right in your face at a tiny bar, man. Just what a show, man. That top 5 shows in my life for sure.
Oh wow,
seeing
that's
April
cool.
Wine that close right in front of you at Bourbon West. Oh, what a great. Man,
Do you remember Saba Lee?
Saba Lee? No, what's
She was a bartender at the Comedy Works way back when.
No, it's probably before my time.
She, her dad was the drummer, I think, in April 1. I know
Really?
her dad was in April 1. I think he was the drummer.
Okay.
Or is the drummer. He's not, he's still alive.
Man, what a great, that was so, I'm going to miss that, man. I was thinking about that the other day, too, about, like, live shows. Oh, man, like, rock and roll. Like, I know, obviously, stand-up sucks that we're not going to get that full capacity again. But, man, seeing a live band play right in front of you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what a party. Can't even get close. Like, even if they get us back to doing, how are we gonna? You can't. The atmosphere isn't there. That's why I think like live performance is gonna have a real. It ain't gonna be the same, man. And people aren't gonna really
crawl back. Yeah,
it's gonna take a while because the whole fun of a live show is like you're shoulder to shoulder. You're around people. Everyone's having a blast. You're all like into this one thing for one brief moment in your life. Everybody in that room collectively is enjoying the same thing. Yeah. We're not arguing about anything other or like our opinions. We all are like, yes, we love this band, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that is the coolest. It's such a cool, like, honest and experience, and like people open up and just be themselves, and they're not stressed, they're not at work, they're not thinking of anything. They're just having a blast. Fuck, those were good times.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna be talking to stories like this,
Nostalgia.
and our kids, kids will be like, "Man, I can't believe what a fucking shitty time that sounded like." We're like, "You don't understand, man."
How did they sing through the mask?
No.
Your generation has no idea. But definitely, it's a kick in the balls. But Bourbon West was awesome. Yeah, they opened up a pot store there now, and the train comes, like the new train that they're rolling through Montreal now. That's coming right around there. They're putting it up. So yeah, a lot of things are moving and shaking in the West Island. Mike Patterson lives out here now. Woo.
That's right. Did he buy a house?
I don't know. I got to call him. Every time I keep thinking about him, I got to give him a call and ask him where. I don't even know where he is in the West Island. Somewhere around.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, man. Also, dude, you did fly with Doug last week. We didn't even talk about it. Doug sent me some footage. I'll put a couple of little clips here of you guys. I don't know. I didn't think you guys get any footage of you guys in the plane. I didn't go through all of it. I think it was just his plane flying. I'll put some clips of when we went up, man.
I think I have some still shots.
Yeah, send some stills. How cool was that, man? Like
picture of Angela, kind of like.
When I saw Angela post about being inside the airplane, I was like, oh no. It didn't dawn on me when you told me, but when I saw her post, I was like, this can't be good. Doug must be fucking freaking out for his plane right now.
we stole some barf bags out of the Air Canada plane to bring on that plane just in case.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She pulled one out at one point. She didn't use it, but we made it all the way without an incident.
Yeah, it's risky business, man.
He's got a new plane, though. He has a new plane.
I asked him about it, if it's his new plane or not. He said he borrowed it from a friend down the road or whatever. I was like, dude, what do you fucking live near John Travolta? Like all your friends have fucking planes and shit?
It's his next door neighbor, and there just happened to be another pilot and another plane owner. He's buying into this plane, yeah. Yeah,
that's cool, man. It seems like a very nice plane. It's definitely a lot more upgraded than that fucking Mercury Topaz he was flying around.
It's a twin engine, and it make a big difference. It was much quieter. It was very quiet compared to the other one, because the engines are not on the fuselage, right? Like the engine in the other one, because it's a single, is right in like 2 feet in front of where you're sitting. And connected to the same piece, right? These ones are off on the side, so it makes it much quieter. Even though there's two of them, it's quieter.
Right. Yeah, that's...
It's pretty cool. He didn't let me fly this time.
No, he didn't? Yeah, because it's... You get to fly the Topaz, buddy. You don't get to fucking... You don't touch the Lexus. Yeah, that thing was cool, man. That was... it looks like a really nice plane. I can't wait to get up in that. That, man, when we went up, what a view, eh? You guys must have seen some cool stuff coming... All the way from BC, was there like anything that stood out that you guys were like, wow?
It was kind of cloudy, so we weren't seeing that good. Plus the smoke, right? So it was very hazy. But I mean, when we were low enough to see the mountain, plus this plane flies at a higher altitude.
Okay.
So we, such a high altitude that we were actually short on oxygen. It was like we got back and I felt queasy and shit.
Wow,
like, no
really?
wonder Ange wasn't feeling well. But
Derek's like,
before
it's not
we
enough oxygen in here. Can I light up a cigarette? I need air.
yeah. But like, and it turns out like he had oxygen, and it's a known thing that we were flying too high. Like he kept checking his own oxygen level.
Okay.
Because the pilot can't fucking get dizzy, right?
Yeah, you don't want that.
But it turns out the oxygen is even more expensive than the fucking fuel. So he didn't want to give us. It wasn't that he didn't have it. He just didn't want to spend the money, the cheap fuck, on the oxygen. He's like, fuck you. You don't need oxygen. I'm the only one that really needs to live up here. Come on,
yeah,
I'm
you
the
guys.
pilot.
If you guys pass out, then he'll just drop a couple feet, start smacking you.
But yeah,
All right,
we
there's
were-
air. Start breathing.
I think we were cruising at like almost 20,000 feet.
Yeah.
Where above 12 is apparently where you're supposed to have oxygen
Wow,
in the cabin.
20,000. I wonder what we were at when we went up, because we weren't that high, but
No,
we were high.
about-
we were like
we
right.
were cruising at about 13,000.
Yeah.
When we did it.
Because we were at the mountaintops. I'm
Maybe.
sure you had to fly way over the mountaintops.
Yeah, we were way
You want to
up.
get through those mountains.
So
But
as
he
we were
was taking us
climbing,
in
though,
the valleys and stuff, man. That was sick.
Yeah. That was a leisure flight. This one was actual travel. So
Yeah.
you hit the top, and
He's
then,
got to get high and go across.
So at 17, I think is where we were cruising.
That's wild.
At one
man.
point, we hit almost
That was
500
cool.
kilometer an hour.
How
we had
fast?
we had a tailwind like 500 kilometer an hour.
Whoa, man, dude! In
Yeah.
a plane like that?
I know.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it was like it's 470 or something like that. 'Cause
That's
of the
very cool, man.
The tailwind that we had. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's very cool. Yeah, it's good that you, man, see the things like you get to experience. Doug's awesome. Like bring you up there in the plane,
Yeah.
take you across. Yeah,
Came
we had
to
some
pick
good
us
shots when we went. Alberta's beautiful. Such a nice place, man.
Yeah, we went to Drumheller.
Oh, I saw the pictures, man. That look awesome.
Yeah,
It's
the
like a mini
Badlands.
desert. Yeah, we talked about it in the
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
talk about that.
So
Yeah,
the,
it's
the
a
dinosaur museum.
That's very cool, man. I like that Alberta's got some. I'd love to go out and spend more time out there. I just I wish Canada wasn't so like it's. I mean, obviously that's the beauty of it. It's so huge, but man, it's so far. Like everything is so far.
So huge.
But I don't know, man. If this continues, I think next year, man, I might just plan to fucking get my truck ready to. I might just cruise the country.
Do a cross country, yeah,
I might
man.
just cruise the country, man. Take my camera, get some footage, and fucking do some dumb things along the way. I don't know what else. I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
The world is like just we're on
If
pause
we're
again.
allowed.
For anyone who doesn't know, we're in Montreal, obviously, and Montreal has been in a lockdown from yesterday. We're back in a lockdown where restaurants are closed, bars are closed, only takeout orders. Can't
Not
sit
allowed to
down.
have
No movie
anybody
theaters.
in your house. No gathering at
No
your house.
gatherings.
Not 6, not 10, not anybody. Nobody.
No
the plumber
one-
can come over and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I thought about when they're like, well, you can have a plumber, or you can have a... I was like, I should just have a party. Be like, that's my plumber, that's my mechanic,
Yeah.
that's my electrician.
My HVAC guy. My
Yeah.
HVAC guy. If only my mom was a plumber. It would be so nice to have her for Thanksgiving dinner.
I just throw a wrench at mom. Mom, hold that. Put a tool belt on. It's we're locked down. Nobody's allowed to see anyone. It sucks. It's like I'm kind of discouraged about it, but I'm also used to it now and just like fuck whatever, man. I've been staying away from people since it started just because I'm so frustrated at the fact that like this kills our job. So
Yeah.
I don't want to be spreading anything or doing. I just want to get back to work. I just want to tell jokes.
Yeah, we were supposed to be doing that tonight.
Yeah, it's true, man. It
The
was
La
tonight.
Valenrie. I was supposed to do
And
that
that's the
gala
thing.
tonight.
I feel like I'm like for a while. I think I'm just gonna say no because it. You know what hurts me the most? It hurts me the most to book something and then you're like, "Fuck, don't get canceled. Fuck, don't get canceled."
Yeah.
And then it gets canceled and you're like, "Oh, it's so depressing," because you like
Dude.
gave yourself that glimmer of hope. You tried to make it happen. And then it just gets ripped away from you, and you're like, I can't do this. It hurts.
By
Like it
2 days,
emotionally
man.
hurts me.
Like the timing of it is pretty horrific. Like,
Yeah.
couldn't it be Monday? Couldn't we start this on Monday?
It definitely is.
Because I was counting on the money too. It's sad to say, but like we were just getting back to work. I was just starting to make a little bit of money that maybe I would have been able to pay my next mortgage payment without going into my line of credit. But no, that's taken away.
Fuck, man. Yeah, it sucks, man. This is like...
I should have asked for a deposit.
I know. I thought about that with another one too. What was the other show that at the starting? I can't remember which one. Someone was like, "Would you like a deposit?" And I was like, "Nah, man. I know this is gonna get canceled." It's fucking. And then at the end, I was like, "I fucking should have taken that deposit."
Yeah.
But like, I like your optimism. You think you're gonna keep a show happening during a pandemic?
We almost made it, man. We missed by 2 days.
It hurts, man. It really hurts, and it knocks me down. Like I feel like I don't get funny after that. I feel like I get a couple days of depression. I feel bad, and I'm like, And I try to change, you always try to change your mind, do something. So I just feel like I want to, that's why I keep saying, like, I just want to focus on new ways of creating content and having fun. Hopefully that can drive in money at some point. But
hey, man, on the bright side, Donald Trump has COVID-19.
He's got COVID-19.
On the bright side.
We should have had streamers or something to like...
Poof! Yay!
But I'm also worried about that because now if he doesn't get it bad, if he just has like a little sniffle or whatever, he gets the not so harsh symptoms, then he's going to come back and be like, I told you so. I told you.
It's nothing.
I don't know why he talks like that.
It only affects Chinese people.
Yeah. The China flu can't take down America.
Or worse yet, if he does get sick, if he gets, and if heaven forbid he gets heaven forbid, but if he gets so sick that he's incapacitated, he would have to pass the presidency to Pence.
Yeah.
And then if he, again, if something worse happened, then the Republican convention would have to pick a new nominee. Logically, as it sits right now, Mike Pence would be the next logical nominee for president. But if not, they can put somebody else altogether.
Yeah.
It would really, anyway. I don't know, man.
I know.
The other worry I have is that he will take this opportunity because he's already hinted that he wants to put off the election.
Yeah.
And then also mentioned that he may not even accept the result of the election. How do you even vote? You can't, like in Quebec, we couldn't have an election right now. We're not allowed to go in public places. How do you vote?
Yeah,
like one at a time. Like how long would it take to vote?
How hard is it to mail? Like I was watching all the American stuff, and I go, how hard is it to mail out everyone's ballot, and then you still have polling stations like you used to have polling stations.
Yeah.
But rather than you go inside to vote, it's just a station set up wherever 5, 10, 20 people are working that day on voting day to collect your ballots. So now you get your ballot in the mail, let's say this week. Hold on to it, check your vote, and then on the election day, you just go to your local, whatever, it's a school or whatever drop-off point, and you just drop off your ballot in a box, and then they collect it right away, count it that night. And that's it. I mean, what's so hard? I don't understand why they
use kind of like they do with money, right? Like they use a kind of paper that can't be forged or whatever. That's very difficult to forge.
Well, it looks real, and it has to be. It'll be the same when you go to the ballot. They always go, okay, well, show me your ID or what's your name, and then they see it and they cross it off.
Yeah.
I mean, what's so hard? Why do they make such a big deal that you got to get the ballot, check off your person, then mail it in? What if it gets lost?
We could do banking online, right? We could do every government things online, check our tax returns and stuff. You assume that that's secure enough that no one else could access it. Why can't we vote online?
I don't know. I get if some people are worried about voting online because, yes, if it does get hacked and you're fucked, like all of it's gone. But if you get it in the mail like you always do, and then you just check, like they always send you that card in the mail that is what you need to take to the ballot box anyways. Yeah. So why can't they just send that out with your vote? You vote on that card and you just drop it off in a sealed envelope at the fucking, I don't know. It's
online too, though. Like there's ways of making things secure online.
They just make
why can't we do it online? I think they worry that people will sell their vote.
Oh, that's possible.
Online, they'll sell their access, their access, whatever information to sell their votes.
Wow.
Sell or give away or whatever.
I love that you can hear a dog slurping down.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if you'll hear it on, but I could hear it on the background. That's funny.
It's a fucking zoo here.
It's great. You've got 2 dogs you're babysitting?
Yeah, Reese's and Angela's.
Papa Seguin over there babysitting the dogs.
It's Sobe that's drinking right now.
Seguin Doolittle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man.
So he could postpone the election because he's too sick to campaign. He can't campaign for 14 days. Let's be like, that's the basic. So he might say, well, that's not fair. I can't campaign for 14 days and Crazy Joe can. It's bullshit. It's not fair.
Dude, what a wild debate, man. That was like, I knew everything. I was just laughing. Like, I don't know why people are even mad anymore. Like, I find it a fucking spectacle, dude. It's funny.
Is C-SPAN a right-wing media? Do you
know
C-SPAN?
C-SPAN is supposed, if I'm not mistaken, is like the media. Like, it's C-SPAN is supposed to be like a all-government channel. They just cover, like, the House, and they cover...
Well, they did a poll. They did a poll that had 325,000 voters, so 1% of the American population.
Yeah.
And the 1% or 0.10%, I don't know. Anyway, 69% said Donald Trump won the debate in a C-SPAN poll.
Well, if you ask me, I think he definitely won the debate. That's for sure.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he didn't even let the other guy talk. Fuck,
I know, how's he going to win? That doesn't win the debate. I mean, to me, it's
well, he won the debate because he was the fucking guy that came out on top with everything to say. The other guy fucking couldn't even yap. So that's, I mean, what do you mean by win a debate? All a debate is like you agreed with that person more than you agreed with the other person. So, I mean, if you couldn't even hear what the hell Biden was saying, what are you going to agree on?
Or feel that he did well in it, or he came out looking better. And
but
I
dude,
certainly
Biden
don't think
fucking
Donald Trump looks
so
like a
lost.
bully dipshit.
He is a bully. But you put him up against a fucking dweeb. The guy can't even speak, man. He's fucking half there. He's lost. And you're trying to get this guy. He's trying to remember what the hell he's trying to say. Meanwhile, he's got to fight off a lunatic who won't shut the hell up. How the hell does that? You can't put that you can't put that guy up against. You need you needed someone who's quick-witted, super funny, like able to like call him out on shit right away, and also be as loud as him. You need somebody like that. You need me, America.
Yeah.
So C-SPAN, Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network, is an American cable and satellite television network that was created in 1979 by the cable television industry as a non-profit public service. That's it. So that's why I knew it was like a government. Like it's not like a channel for money. Like it's almost like a CBC for media only, for news.
Okay.
A
lot of these.
News.
So what's her face there? Kayleigh McEnany, whatever, the press secretary. She's posted, and Donald Trump posted sort of memes of them winning. They won outright, but the Washington Post is saying that reliable polls show that Biden won the debate.
Well, I don't even know how Biden could have won the debate, because if you listen to, you couldn't even hear anything he was saying. And what did he really say that was?
I know, but again, to me, winning the debate is who came out looking better, who came out looking more like a candidate you'd want to vote for. Who could want to vote for Donald Trump after watching that
Donald
display?
Trump looked like the candidate. If I was an American, Donald Trump looked like the candidate I'd vote for. Because what is America really like? They like loud, obnoxious.
But there's rules to the debates. Like if you in Congress, you could if you're given 3 minutes to talk and you go over your time and you refuse to stop when the chairman says stop,
or whatever,
you will get removed. You will be held in contempt of Congress. And so in a debate, like they should have been like, somebody please remove Mr. Trump from the stage. He's broken the rules of the debate. The rest of the time is being ceded to Joe Biden. But who do you get to remove the president of the United States from the stage? Like Secret Service just come in and start opening fire on everybody. Like,
just tackle him and drag him out. Honestly, though, I was surprised they didn't cut his mic. I was only there for the train wreck. Like that's what I was there for. Yeah. But after a certain point, I was like, okay, you got to cut his mic. Like it's not even. it's not even fair anymore because he can't even go 2 minutes to explain his point without Trump cutting him off, and that's not fair. So it's not even the rules of the debate weren't there, which suck.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, like you're saying, it shouldn't have happened. Like, first of all, that moderator, it was fucking horrible for not. I get he tried to, but you literally have to stop him and go cut his mic. You have to tell him. I don't know why they didn't cut his mic. Just cut it.
Yeah.
Cut his fucking mic. Let's listen to the other guy for 2 minutes. Turn it back on. Let them go at it. You know.
But he's still 10 feet away, so like, even the mic for us, we would get. But Joe Biden would still have him in his ear,
he would still distract him. But I feel like Biden's probably professional enough to ignore him without him. Like, I don't know. Again, man, dude, he was all over him, man. He was like the most annoying. But that's what Americans want, man.
Keep talking. Fill in the space. I gotta let out this stupid fucking dog.
Fucking dogs. Go out, buddy. Gotta get. I don't know. I thought that it was. I like how Derek has no idea we could still.
Stay out in the rain, you stupid bitch.
We heard all of that.
Yeah.
You're like, you keep them going. You're like, you fucking piece of shit, dog. Get out, get out in the rain. That's funny that you poor dog, man. You're just calling him names.
Stupid dog.
Which one is it, Sobe or the baby?
No, now she's tapping to come back in, stupid twat.
Obviously, it's a dog. Doesn't know any better. You think it fuck off, baby. It's terrible. Poor Derek's having a hard time, man. The kids are always after him, the dogs.
Stupid unilingual dog. Tu comprends rien en français. Chien de merde.
But
sorry, everybody. Excuse me.
That's all right, buddy. You never really left. You were always there.
Otsko, yeah, it's that debate was did you see the meme of obviously it was a photo taken during Barack Obama's presidency, and it's Barack Obama with his sleeves rolled up, and he's like this with his head in his hand.
Yeah.
And the meme is Obama to Biden, and Biden sitting beside him, just kind of looking at him like, and Obama's like, so Joe, did you do what I said and take the high road? And he's like, well, I told him to shut up and called him a clown. And Obama's just like, oh.
Yeah, it was pretty insane to see that. Like, it was not presidential. Like, but that's not what America.
It was so undignified. It was so undignified.
But that's what America is. It is undignified. America's a fucking yahoo of a wild place where everything's loud and screaming at you and taking advantage of everything that you possibly could take advantage of. Like, that is America. So to me, all those other debates in the past, that is the fakeness. That wasn't real, because real America
that's how
is
it's supposed
like
to be. It's supposed to be dignified. Man. They're supposed to,
yeah. But it's not real. They do that. They do that. Like, they're all dignified and nice, and then they walk back behind that curtain, and they're like, "All right, which country can we fucking steal riches from?" You know, that's what the Democrats do. So you want to act all like, nice and everything, and act like you have respect and poise, and then after you go and fucking bomb innocent people to steal their riches, you're still a shit person. So at least Trump's a shit person, but he fucking acts like a shit person in your face. So you know what you're getting. That's the only thing I have respect for Trump about, is that he fucking acts exactly how he is.
Honest shitbagger.
Dude, he's a shithole. He's a shit person, but he's not hiding that he's a shit person.
Right.
And Americans love that. You're loud and crazy. Like, dude, I mean, that's America. It's been based off of that. Loud and crazy. Let's blow up shit. That's what they want. They don't want a fucking sweet debate. They don't want a nice guy. I mean, maybe the kids these days in the big cities are like, well, I want you to accept my rights and my feelings. Those are the ones that need Biden. But all the other ones in the middle of nowhere are like, I got to dig my own fucking field and grow my own corn. I don't go to the grocery store like you. They're like, fuck you. I don't know. I feel like America is getting exactly what America is. They're very loud. They're very, they want a showman. They want somebody who's gonna
Yeah.
sparklers
Sad.
and all, man. They want the fireworks, the sparklers. They want bombs going off in the background. They want the rockets, red glare. That's what they want. It's America. Canadians are always like, we're so judgmental and we're like, well, America, tone it down. Surprised we don't hear all the noise from them up here. It's like that loud neighbor that won't shut up. What, are you checking your sports bets?
No, I'm just, I was trying to find more accurate polling of that.
Oh, of Trump? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can't really say who won that debate. There was no real debate. Like, there was nothing that was said in that debate that had
It was like
a length of
like
time that was
schoolyard
worth.
little fucking bully and it's so bad.
Well, hey man, sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy the show. People take it too seriously. It's like, dude, the world's already screwed up. The fucking environment's falling apart. Wildfires nonstop. Nothing's growing anymore in certain areas.
Right?
It's drying up. We're good. We're good where we are, man. Canada's got fucking water, and at least on the East Coast. I know the West Coast is starting to get dry too. But we got water. We got snow. We've got 4 seasons. We've got land that you can grow shit on. We've got animals in the woods.
So now
We'll be fine. We'll be fine when they all crash and burn. We'll just get to hunting. Get to hunting and catching your own food and figuring out how to do your own stuff. I like how I used to think like people that would talk about that, like the apocalyptic people, would be like, one day you're going to have to know what to do. And I'm like slowly turning into one of those people now. I'm like, the way shit's gone in the last 4 or 5 months. How long has it been since COVID? March? What's March? March, April, May,
coming
June,
up on
July,
8 months now, yeah.
August, September, October. Yeah, 7, 8 months.
God, yes.
Did you see how much the world has changed? How much shit has hit the fan? Like how you can see nothing has come back since? Like, isn't it like an eye-opener to you to go, yeah, fucking anything could happen. Like literally anything can happen. So it's like, I'm not trying to scare the shit out of people. I know sometimes people watching are like, fucking COVID again? You guys are always fucking talking about COVID.
This podcast is COVID in it.
Well, in case anyone doesn't know, we're both out of fucking work because of it. We have nothing else to talk about. And that's the
I guess
thing.
I guess I'll do another Panderic show during this new lockdown.
May as well, man. If that's what you're, and consolidate that YouTube channel. Get it rocking again, man. That's what I got to get onto also. Just posted a clip yesterday, and I got to keep posting. Got to keep doing them all the time because there's nothing. What else are you going to do, man?
But I was thinking, because I have a couple of online things, I was thinking of doing it October 30th, but technically this new lockdown is going to end on October 28th.
Yeah.
But will it? Like maybe October 30th, 2 days after the lockdown ends, are people really going to rush out and go to the bars? And will the bars even be open by then? Anyway, I think I'm going to go October 30th.
Just do it and don't even worry about it. I
promote.
don't think anyone's going out, dude. You want honestly what I think, and I know I am the most negative person. I think we're going to get 2 weeks into this lockdown, and they're going to see the numbers are still climbing, and they're going to go, schools are closed.
Yeah,
and
that's.
you fucking.
We're doing
lockdown.
Andy's school is doing a practice run next week, where every day, like Monday secondary 1, Tuesday secondary 2, Wednesday secondary 3, etc. They're doing practice lockdown, practice homeschooling. So secondary one, everyone's staying home on Monday. So next Wednesday, Andy stays home because she's in secondary 3.
Okay.
To practice Zoom schooling.
Good.
Should it happen that the schools will close, and I think it's possible.
High schools should be. I think personally, high schools should be closed, and the kids you're old enough in high school to stay home, even if your parents are going to work.
11, 12 though, like secondary 1.
12 years old, you can fucking stay home. Unless you're really irresponsible. I mean, you could stay home at 12. You fucking got a head on your shoulders. You know where to eat.
I think it's even a law. Like you can't at 14. I think is the
really
youngest you're legally allowed to leave your kid alone.
Well, let me tell you.
People
something
do
about
it.
laws.
People do it. Like Andy, I think started babysitting when she was 12.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I fucking stayed home when I was 12.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, between grade 6 and grade 7, I don't know what it was, 11, I worked at my uncle's store on Snowden. So I would take the bus from Chateauguay at 11 years old. I would take the bus to Angrio Metro, get on the metro, take the fucking subway to Snowden. I remember one of the days, I did it for like 4 weeks, I think. My uncle went on vacation somewhere, and it was his store, so him and his son was running it, and I went to work. He hired me to go help him, do stuff around. It was a handbag repair store, so it was just like my whole job was basically, all right, take off all the zippers on these bags. So I'd have to take off the stitches and take off the zippers. Yeah. And dude, I was taking the metro. Like, I think about it now, I was like, fuck, that's pretty crazy. I remember once there was a stabbing at Snowden too, and I saw the cops. Everything was closed off, and then I get in, and my cousin's like, you should call your mom. She called like 10 times already. She's worried. And at that time, no cell phones. Right. No, nothing. You didn't have any communication. I was just getting on a bus and a metro, and I'd go to work, man, and I'd come back in the summer of between grade 6 and grade 7. So like, you could stay home. You kind of have to have the law, whatever they want to say. I guess some kids are too dumb. And
that's the worry. That's why they send them back to school, because that really affects the economy on a much broader scale. Like if parents can't go to work because they have their kid at home.
100%. 100%. But that's why I think high school kids should be at least, okay, let's say you want to go grade 8, you want to go a little bit higher in age. Just a portion of them out of school is going to stop the spread. So if you can get the older kids out, and some of these fucking older kids, I was driving down on the 20 the other day, and these fuck faces, they're crossing over, walking across at lunch from school in their fucking dorky uniforms that they all have to wear now. And a kid fucking drops his McDonald's drink right on the highway. Like a fucking, I don't know, look at this fucking gag. I fucking felt like, and it was on the opposite side of cars coming, and I was like, oh man, I felt like fucking popping a
like from an overpass? He did it from an
overpass, dude, on the highway, on Highway 20.
Loser.
Yeah, you know how fucking bad of an accident you can cause doing that shit? So those kids, they can go fuck themselves. Stay home and learn from home, because you're clearly not, you're just screwing around anyways. You're going out.
That's it. All the spread is honestly,
most of it is
of
kids
the
screwing
spread
around.
Is being caused by just carelessness. Like people reckless, careless. Kids, younger people, mostly younger people. I think that feel invincible and are not seeing the big picture that they could fucking kill their grandmother or whatever. They're just not listening to it.
Yeah. And the fact that they don't even care, like they just don't care. They're like, wow, I just won't see Nana. That's all. They don't care.
I'm probably in her will. This would be a fucking win-win.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, look, I get it. We've all been kids at one point, and like when you're at that age, you feel invincible. You feel like there's no way I could die. Like that's just the brain mentality. Is you just think as a kid, you're like, I can't die.
That's why I started smoking when I was 12. Right? You just feel like, this will never hurt me.
Yeah, fuck.
Now dude. Look at me. I'm a fucking just a slug. A slug of ill health.
Maybe that's what you can do. Maybe you can do like campaigning and go school to school to tell kids not to smoke. This is what we can film you waking up in the morning. Just hawking up every fucking thing in your body.
Waking up in pain.
And we'll make like a little video and be like, this is why you shouldn't smoke. And now the star of the film.
The film is called Don't Be a Derek Seguin.
And here you come out. Hey, kids. This is what you look like if you smoke at 12. Ah, man, that's hilarious.
Oh, God.
The Derek Seguin saga. It's we got to pivot, man. We got to find something for you to do. You got to be like a poster boy for not smoking.
Oh, God.
So now everyone's out of the house. They're all gone. The kids are gone.
Jamie's in bed, Andy's at school, and Reese is at work. And
okay.
Angela's at work.
Okay, so everyone's kind of doing their thing. They're back.
Yeah,
The world is slowly.
They close everything but retail. Reese works in retail, and they didn't close. The mall isn't closed, but I don't get it, man. Again, it's
Well, I guess
certain decisions are being made for the economy, but I'm like,
well, I guess you're not really like congregating and talking in stores where you're buying retail. You know, like the restaurants. What I found weird at the restaurants was like the moment like lockdown ended in the spring.
Yeah,
I remember going to like a store and there was a breakfast restaurant outside. They had the table set out outside, and there was like more than 10, 12, I don't know, families or friends, whatever they are. There's a whole table, like a long table, and they were all like shoulder to shoulder having breakfast together. And you're like, the lockdown just no masks. Obviously,
Right.
you're eating. You're
eating, yeah.
but like, why? You shouldn't be allowed to go to a restaurant in like a group of 12. Like, you're obviously not all living in the same house. Like, the restaurant should be open if you want to go. Like, okay, we're out and I can't get food right now. I need to eat. You go eat. You know, but to like make it let's go out and have dinner at the restaurant. It's like,
And a lot of restaurants invested in having like plexiglass or plastic
Yeah.
separating the tables. I don't know, man. I've given up. I don't even. There's no sense anymore.
Yeah,
Plus
there's
all
no-
the
yeah.
arbitrary, stupid rules. I mean, just. I get it. I get why they do it and why they don't do some. You know, they don't close down everything because the economy just can't sustain it. But
yeah.
we have to be honest with ourselves. Everything that we're doing, all the measures, I think, you know, saving lives for sure is on the list of why.
Yeah.
But the primordial reason, the main reason I believe that all these things keep happening is to save the global healthcare system, and
Yeah.
so the regional healthcare system. So I think it's a crazy idea, but rather than do that, just say, all right, whatever, everything's back. Take you at your own risk. Do what you want at your own risk. But if you get COVID, we're no longer treating COVID cases. If you get COVID, fucking deal with it at home, whatever. If
Yeah,
we
but can
find
you do
that
that's fucking.
if we find that you know
that's-
you have it and you go out and give it to people, you will be put in prison for the rest of your life, which may not be very long if you have COVID.
Well, definitely they need to clamp down on a lot of this shit. Like, I find a lot of the rules they had at the start, which were helpful, like no fucking gatherings with a certain amount of people or fucking doing things like that in public. Those things should have been like enforced, and then that would have just avoided all of this now. Because like you still could have went in the summer and you would have went to a park, you would have seen like fucking 20 people all hanging out together. So like you could have fucking ticketed all those people, and then they would learn. And they go, well, fuck it, I'm not going to do that.
Fuck it. Eventually, though, we have to. I don't know. Just like we're not treating COVID anymore. If you have COVID and you go to the hospital, if you have the symptom of COVID, we're not going to take you in. Get the fuck out.
But
Go
that's
home.
not humane. What if you didn't catch it on? It wasn't your fault. What if you're just a worker and you had to go into someone's house and they fucking had it and they didn't tell you? You're just
But
a plumber.
Then that person get arrested, and then you treat the plumber.
Yeah, good luck proving it was them and in the court of law. And
I don't
blah,
know.
blah,
I told
blah.
you there's some. It will never happen anyway. But
I
it's
know,
just an
but
idea.
that's-
like ideally that would.
It's a great idea, man. I'm right there with you. But the thing that's so hard with this is every turn you go to, it nothing works. Like, other than economy fails, everyone lock yourselves in a fucking place. Do not go outside or do not congregate with other people for a while. We kill this. Then once it's killed, no more flights in and out. Everybody that's in here is in here, and that's it. If you're a Canadian citizen, you're allowed in. You have to quarantine for 2 weeks, and that's it. Until other countries start getting their shit together, then we allow flights out to certain countries that are on our page with their shit together. Not these loopholes where, like, you can't go across the border to Canada or the U.S., but I can easily go on the fucking Air Canada website and buy a ticket to the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
Apparently, you don't
bullshit.
even have to need a good reason or anything.
No, you can fly there without any fucking reasoning. But if you cross by
You just-
land, they'll go, no, you're not allowed in. Why?
No,
'cause
they'll even let you in, but you have to quarantine, and they've started following up the quarantining.
Oh, in Canada, yeah. But in the U.S., you can't cross the U.S. border by land if you're just a Canadian citizen. You have, like, there's no reasoning for you to be there. Like, you can't just
Oh,
go there.
really?
Yeah. But
But
you
you
could
can
buy a
fly
plane
there.
ticket. Yeah.
Huh.
It's fucking
Yeah, because
stupid,
my
right?
friend's daughter just got back from California, and she has COVID.
Oh shit! Really? She flew.
She got it. She thought she got it in the airport.
Oh, see, fuck, dude. Yeah. I know. That's why I'm not fucking. Because Californians staying far away because any of those major cities, there's so many people. You can't test them all. You can't fucking.
No.
You can't hold that. There's too many people. It's got to spread out. The way for society to get back, let me tell you, honestly, you got to spread out. It's got to be like there's no more city centers, no more fucking congregating everybody in one tight spot because it's just going to keep regenerating itself. You got to spread out. People are going to live further away from each other or in far, areas that are not so populated because the major cities are just going to go through like a fucking hamster wheel of just get it and then it goes away and then get it again and it goes away. So it'll never stop in that sense, but like if Foxy, but yeah, you can still fly. Why? Because the airlines are struggling to survive, and the government's going to go, well, we're going to try and keep them alive a little bit. We'll give them that, and let them still sell tickets to the U.S. or wherever. People are flying everywhere.
Yeah, but a lot less. Like I was in the airports this past week, and man, it's like there's
definitely 15, a lot less.
15% of the flights that I'm used to seeing. Like when you see the screens, there's nothing up on the screen. It's crazy.
Definitely a lot less. People are flying a lot less. But the fact that, like, what I was thinking back, remember, like, at the starting when, like, I remember when it first started hitting and there was the first case from China. There was I think it was a woman or someone in Vancouver caught it.
Okay.
And then we were like, oh, fuck, man. I was like, shut the fucking borders, man. Stop these fucking flights from China. Of course, everybody's going to be like, you can't do that. It's racist. You're singling out a whole country. No. It's a whole country who's got a pandemic right now. So that's all it is just close it, man. If you would have shut that down right away and not thought about people's feelings, just shut it down, and let's figure it out. And then when we have more information.
It's nature, though, right? As soon as one was in, it's in. There's nothing to do. Like
Newfoundland,
apparently moose are not native to Newfoundland.
No, they're not.
And somebody brought one moose, which I don't know how it reproduced, but they brought one moose there.
Yeah.
Unless that moose was pregnant, whatever. But now the fucking island is overrun with moose.
Yeah, because they don't have any predators or anything. There's nothing there to get them.
Yeah.
So it's not ideal. Yeah, no, there's the island of Anticosti in Quebec. It's the same story. It was like when it used to belong to France, I think that's the story. It used to belong to France. Some really rich businessman owned the whole island, and he loved hunting. So he brought deer to the island. And now there's no predators for them or anything, so they just run rampant. Wow. It's like the best place to hunt, but also your meat's not going to be that great because the deer are super skinny because there's not enough food for them anymore.
Shit.
So that's like it's actually not good to introduce things into different areas.
Well, and that's it. Once COVID was in, I mean, shutting the border would slow the spread, but it's here.
Yeah, but it would have slowed it down, man. We would have locked down.
We're not scientists. I mean, like if we
look
locked
at the Atlantic
everything
provinces.
down, like even food, like some people wouldn't. If you close down for a month, some people like I don't have enough food for a month, but I mean we would survive. I would find a way, like with the canned goods I have. Or
you call the military, right? You call the military. They were
but like nobody again. Like any exception is gonna keep propagating the virus. Everyone would have to just stay home till it's just gone somehow. I don't know where it would go, but I don't. It's impossible. What we need to do is impossible. It's not possible. People will starve to death.
Yeah, no, every scenario about this is impossible. You're right.
So it's impossible. All we can do is try to slow it and keep it manageable.
But the Atlantic provinces figured it out.
We don't know, but we don't know. Like again, there's still no hard proof that you can't get it a second time. So this may be the end. Like if this may be the end of humanity. If you can get it again, like if you can't stop it and there's no way to lock everything down, we're all fucking done.
At least economically, we might survive the virus, but economically, I think a lot of this is not good.
No,
that's why good. I'm totally, dude. I keep saying it.
That's why this is no longer a comedy podcast.
What's that?
This is no longer a comedy podcast. It's a doomsday fucking call to arms.
Well, if you want some doomsday ideas, I've got it all, man. I should start. That's why I wanted to do my YouTube channel. I've got a solar panel and a battery. I can show you how to make your own, how to get your own power.
Yeah.
What else do you want to know? I'll show you how to fish. I got to learn how to hunt. That's one of the things I got to learn. If anyone out there wants to take me hunting, let's go hunting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. I'm like, dude, you just got to prepare for the absolute, like, this is fucking, yeah, it could get to the worst possible thing that could have ever happened. And very quickly. I mean, 7-8 months later, and we're still in the same position. It ain't getting better. So obviously, economy gonna fucking crash.
I'm just waiting for zombies.
I don't know what's happening right now. I know the stock market is definitely crashing from what I heard on the news this morning right now.
Because of the news that
Trump's
Trump
got
has COVID.
Yeah, that's it. So it's like...
It bugs me so much that fucking douchebag has so much influence on the global economy. Like,
yeah.
Economy, the global stock market is more... That's not the economy. That's the top 5% economy, but...
Yeah, but it's definitely a big fucking deal, man. Well, what are you gonna do, man? Look, we're alive right now.
Yeah,
we're still kicking.
I feel like I should have cleaned my lens before we started this.
Yeah, Derek, thanks for doing that. 50 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely should have done that. There was fucking ear grease on my...
Oh, man, look how clear you look now.
I know. Shit. Sorry, everybody. I was looking at him like, I look cloudy. I'm like, am I smoking that much that there's a fucking haze in front of us?
Maybe the cataracts are coming in. Getting old. Yeah, buddy. Well,
so what else? What are we going to do? Are you going to start doing Zoom shows? You still are not on board with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll do Zoom shows. I'll probably just do YouTube videos every day or every couple of days. Put out write some jokes and just do some YouTube videos. There's nothing else I can do. I'm not into the, I don't feel like booking shows and just getting them canceled. It's fucking shitty.
I've got a few corporate Zooms coming up. I'm doing 4 next Monday and Tuesday. I've got 4 different ones for, I don't know if I should say that, for a telecom giant here in Canada.
Oh, that's cool, man. And how is it looking?
It's customer service week next week. So
now let's think about that. How is it? I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but is it viable as a source of income to continue just doing Zoom shows?
I mean, it's certainly not a viable replacement income, but it's the only income that I'm able to make over the next 28 days. So
right.
Although I'm still going to Winnipeg Comedy Festival, October 22nd to 24th. But because I'm from Quebec, I can only do the TV taping. I can't do any live show other than the TV one.
Okay.
So I will be traveling again, and I will be getting paid. I assume I'll be getting paid. But anyway, my income has been slashed by already, even when they were reopening. When I played those 2 clubs in BC and Edmonton, my wage was less than half of what I normally would make there. At the Comedy Nest, when I did that 3 weeks ago, I made about a quarter of what I normally make.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing too. Maybe it's just maybe all it'll do is like lower the price of everything, because now one person might have to, one person in a household will be able to work. The other one will have to stay home, take care of the kids. Because daycare and school is not viable. So money's gonna. I feel like that's the only thing that could happen that could keep us alive is if prices got slashed, like everything dropped. But then, everyone's gonna lose a ton of money.
Yeah, because my mortgage is still the same price, right?
Exactly.
And that kicks back in this week. And I accrued $2,900 in interest while I wasn't paying my interest.
Let's do this, Derek.
While I wasn't paying my mortgages.
Sell your house now while you can, and move out to the fucking sticks.
To a 1-bedroom fucking cabin. That's right.
Move out to the sticks.
Fend for themselves.
No, you can. The kids can live in the sticks, man. They're gonna have to do school from home.
We got to make sacrifices.
Kids, Daddy loved you for too many years. You're on your own now.
Yeah.
Time to leave the nest.
1-bedroom apartment that doesn't allow pets. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a bad. You could, and right now, houses where you are selling for good money because everyone who's in the city wants to get out. So you can sell in the suburbs and make money right now. I don't know how long. I know I've spoken to a few people that are doing it right now. One of my friends' moms is selling her place. She heard her financial advisor told her, and this is for like the suburbs of Montreal, so I don't know how it's doing everywhere else because I talked to someone in Toronto, talked to a comic in Toronto, and he was telling me it's completely different. But outside of Montreal right now, you got 2 years. 2 to 3 years to sell your place and you'll make money. And then after that, that's when it's going to fucking start to tank.
After that is the unknown.
It's the unknown, but more than likely, fuck, dude.
More than likely, I think you might be right. That's why
if I were you, man, I would fucking dump the house now, pay the fucking money out, and just get something
buy something
out.
Similar in size, but
way further out, man.
Yeah,
way cheaper. Dude, everything's over Skype. All you're doing is Zoom shows anyways for at least another 2-3 years until a fucking vaccine comes out, at least.
Oh, God. Don't even say that, man.
Dude, let's do it. You want a hand? I'll help you move.
2 or 3 years.
I mean, look, you got to be realistic. We're all like, I like how at the start, like, oh, ça va bien LA. Now we're like, on est tous fucké. Like, it's not. We got to be realistic here. Like, we keep trying to have this fucking.
Turn that rainbow upside down. On est tous foutus.
It doesn't make any sense. Why are we giving ourselves false hope? Let's just prepare for the future. We know it. We've seen history. There's books on the Depression and all that shit. You always pull out. There's always a way to get back from it. But it's going to be... I lived
to that time, though, fuck.
It's going to be a shit few years living through it. So prepare, man. Just go fuck it. You're going to have to make moves. You're going to have to, like, things that you were planning on doing in the future before COVID, fuck that. If it doesn't make sense anymore because of this new world, I get it. You're bummed. It sucks. But, move on, because the faster you move on, the more you're going to get ahead of the curve of this fucking hellhole that we're about to go through. And just, think about it, man. Do the right thing. Get out. Get out of the city. Go sell your place while it's still worth more.
And I was thinking about that before COVID. My kids just really don't want me to, so I was
but sorry,
to be
kids.
able to
New world.
buy something out in the bush as well as having this one. But now I can't even afford this one. So maybe that's the way to go.
Just get out of that fucking house debt and fucking pay it all off by selling it, man, and fucking use the extra whatever you'll get and buy a place further out, and then fucking live stress-free, knowing you don't owe a ton.
Yeah.
That's fucking what I would do right away, man. I don't know. It sucks because I know, like, us coming back, like, when we fucking left California, coming back here, it was the hardest thing ever, man. It's like it rips your heart out. You're like, fuck, all that work I did, all that money I spent.
I know.
Everything I fucking just did
Building
for the last...
Building that rooftop office and everything.
Fuck, dude.
Hang on a sec.
It just... It was the hardest thing, like, just getting out there and realizing that you got to do it all over. But I feel like the longer everybody waits, the longer we're going to fucking be just, trying to fight. I don't know, it makes me feel miserable. I don't know about you guys if it does or not, but it definitely... Poor Derek. Look, it could be worse. We could all be fighting a fucking baby dog.
Clucking on something on down there, and she was chewing on the toilet paper roll. Sorry.
Oh, God. It's
my
crazy.
life. Fuck, sell everything. I'm going to sell.
Yeah, dude.
Anybody want to buy a slightly used Rottweiler?
Slightly used.
Slightly used, yeah.
Still almost
low mileage Rottweiler.
You still have the box for it. You can put it in.
Yeah.
Did you get rid of those mags yet?
No, I forgot to put them on Kijiji.
Yeah, you got to get rid of those mags.
Yeah,
every time I think about it, every time I see a pair of tires sitting around the house, I go, I wonder if Derek got rid of his giant mags that he bought.
No, I got to do that. I'm going to do that today.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So now we've just shut down yesterday, and now I'm looking at my agenda. Suddenly now, because you tell yourself I've got all this time, I've got so many things to do.
Yeah.
I'm more busy than when we were back. Like, I guess when you're on the road, when I'm on the road, I can't do anything around the house, so I'm just like, so much leisure time. Now that I'm here, I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I'm doing these. I have 5 Zoom shows next week. Not that they require a ton of preparation. Like we had a conference call with the client yesterday, and they're like, "So, did you prepare your set? You're all set for next week?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." Haven't given it any thought at all. I'm just gonna do whatever I do. I don't prepare much until the day that it happens, that I don't prepare and then find myself like staring at the. I have no jokes to tell.
Well, that's pretty standard for you. You always
you always
seem to wing
shooting
it
from
somehow.
the hip. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, let's
wrap it up.
Reel it in, and we'll
another shit podcast where we didn't talk about anything but COVID. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Good old comedy podcast that makes people fucking panic. Great.
You gotta laugh at it, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy life. Go with what's going on. It's getting crazy. Just fucking go with it. Don't let it hang over you, man. It's like, what are you gonna do? You can't. If you're stranded, what do? Just sit there and fucking, I'm stranded. No, you fucking look for which way's north, or find a direction. Start walking. Do something. Stay in motion. You got to stay in motion, man.
Are we doing the football picks this week?
Do you want to do the football picks? Are you still
sure?
doing
What
them?
the hell? What the hell?
How bad were your football picks last week?
And last week wasn't as great as the week before.
All right, we got 5 minutes. Let's go. Let's do the picks.
Should we go over the last week?
Yeah, go over quickly what you won or not. What did you...
So I took the 49ers over the Giants. That was a win. I took the Browns over Washington. That worked. I took the Bengals over the Eagles, but they finished in a tie. I didn't even know football could finish in a tie, but whatever. I think I took the Raiders over the Patriots, and the Patriots smashed the Raiders. The Bears beat the Falcons, which I don't remember. I think I took the Falcons in that one.
Sounds like an environmental disaster.
Bills over Rams.
I
had the Bills. Steelers over the Texans. I don't remember. I think I had the Steelers, but I bet the Texans anyway. I think I had the Vikings over the Titans, and the Titans won 31-30. That was a close game. I definitely took the Chargers over the Panthers, and they lost. Colts, that was an easy pick over the Jets. Seahawks over the Cowboys. I won that one. I took the Cardinals over the Lions. The Lions won somehow. I had the Bucks over the Broncos. I don't remember Packers or Saints. I don't remember what I did there. And the Chiefs beat the Ravens. I had the Ravens winning that one. So last week was not a good week. Last night's game, though, I did have the Broncos over the Jets. And it was 37-28. That was a who gives a shit game anyway. Now on to Sunday's games. I have the Saints over the Lions. I have the Bucks over the Chargers. I'm taking the Bengals over the Jags. I went down too far. Bengals over the Jags. I have the Texans over the Vikings. Seahawks over the Dolphins. What the fuck? I'm going to take the Cowboys over the Browns. I'm going to take the Panthers over the Cards. I'm going to take, in the Bears-Colts game, this is going to be a good game. But Nick Foles, remember Nick Foles? He came in for Trubisky in Chicago. Foles is a magical guy. I don't know. So I'm taking the Bears over the Colts.
Guys, man? I think I know
remember
football?
Nick Foles? He won the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles in that crazy game when Carson Wentz got hurt. Anyway, I'm going to take the Bears over the Colts this week. Hopefully Foles starts. The Baltimore Ravens are going to blow out the Redskins. That's going to be, or not the Redskins, the Washington Football Club.
Football Club.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Rams over the Giants, the Chiefs over the Patriots. The Chiefs look really unstoppable this year, so I'm going to take the Chiefs over the Patriots, although that's going to be a really good game as well. I'm going to go Bills over the Raiders, even though the Raiders will be looking to redeem themselves. I'm going to go 49ers over the Eagles just because the Eagles are completely falling apart, but the 49ers have lost their starting quarterback. They've lost their star defensive lineman, Bosa. But I still think the 49ers at home are going to be able to take on the Eagles pretty easily. And the Monday night game is the Packers against the Falcons. I think the Packers are going to have a slow start, but I think they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. So Packers on Monday. And that's the picks for this week. I will be putting my money where my mouth is. Don't worry. And we will check in next week to see how I really have to sell my house because I've lost all my money on this.
All right, dude. Well, best of luck with the picks. Let me know if you win big. I hope you do.
Thank you.
And fuck, dude. Let's do this again next week.
Be well, yeah, man. Stay safe. Don't despair as much as I am. Somehow I think that the whole world being depressed somehow makes you thrive. You're like, yeah, everyone's sad now. Now my life is complete.
No, dude, I finally fucking made them all miserable.
Look at the misery in the world. Yeah.
No, man, I just like to have fun, man. I don't care about this shit about like. I mean, I know. Yeah, let me pick somebody to fucking someone who failed in life next week, and I'll do that. That'll be my picks. I'll pick who's fucking going down, which company's about to go under.
I refuse to change the slogan of COVID-19, like from tout va bien aller to
on est tous fuckés.
On est tous fuckés. On est tout foutu. But I'm gonna change the slogan from tout va bien aller.
Peut-être. Comme ci, comme ça.
Peut-être. On va dire.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? C'est vraiment cute.
Oh, man. All right, buddy.
Be well, brother.
See you, man.
Talk soon.